Good morning, students. In the previous class, I explained you applications of linear equation in exercise 7b, and I also explained 6 questions of this exercise 7b. 4 questions were left. Today I will complete these 4 questions. So let us start from question number 6. Question number 6, see here, that is the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 14. There is a number which is 2-digit number and the sum of its digits is 14. The number is 19 times the digit at its ones place. Find the number. Students, first you see this thing. When we write a number in arithmetic, suppose I am telling you that the ones place digit or unit place digit of a number is 5 and tens place digit is 7. Then we write the number simply. We write 5 in ones place and 7 in tens place. Then number becomes 75. But we cannot do like this in the algebra. In the algebra, we have to multiply the digits with its place value. This is not the proper way to write a number. Proper way is to write a number, that number is equal 10 multiply tens place digit plus unit place digit. Then 10 multiply, what is the tens place digit? That is 7. Then plus unit place digit is 5. It means 10 7 just 70, 70 plus 5, 75. So we will use this pattern in this question. Now come to the question. Sum of the digit of a 2-digit number is 14. If we take, let the tens place of the digit x, we are taking only tens place digit, that is x, and sum of 2 digit is 14. So ones place digit will be 14 minus x. See again here, if I say that sum of the digit is 9 and ones place digit is 3, then what will be unit place digit? If we subtract this ones place digit from the sum of the digits, then we get 6. It means tens place digit is 6. In the same way, let tens place digit of the number is x, then ones place digit will be 14 minus x, because there are 2 digits. This is ones place digit and this is tens place digit, and sum of these 2 digits is given 14. So if we take ones place digit as 5, then what will be second place digit? It will be 14 minus 5, 9. Now we are taking here tens place digit as x, then what will be ones place digit? 14 minus this x. So let the tens digit of the number is x, then ones place digit will be 14 minus x. Then 2-digit number will be 10 multiply tens place digit plus ones place digit. 10 multiply tens place digit is x plus ones place digit is 14 minus x. Then 10 multiply x, 10x plus 14 minus x. 10x minus x, 9x plus 14. Now what is the next line? The number is 19 times the digit at its ones place. The number means this number. ये जो number है, this number is equal. See here, the number, this is the number, is equal 19 times the digit at ones place. 19 times the digit at ones place. Now number is 9x plus 14 equal 19. You know times means multiply. So multiply by ones place digit is 14 minus x. So 19 multiply 14 minus x. Now 9x plus 14 is equal, 19 multiply 14 is 266 minus 19 multiply x, 19x. Now this 9x plus 19x, take this minus 19x from right hand side to left hand side. So 9x plus 19x is equal 266. Take this plus 14 from left to right. It will become minus. Minus 14. 9 plus 19, 28x is equal 266 minus 14, 252. Then x is equal 252 upon this 28. 7 4 is 28, 7 3 is 21, 4 remainder 42, 7 6 is 42. 4 1 is 4, 4 9 is 36. Then x is equal 9. So tens place digit is 9 because we have taken tens place digit is x and value of x we have find out 9. So tens place digit is 9 and ones place digit is 14 minus 9. Here ones place digit is 14 minus x. So 14 minus 9 is equal 5. Therefore the required number is equal. See here number is 9x plus 14. Put the value of x here. Then it will be 9 number will be 10 multiply 9's place digit 95. Yes, we can put here also, put the value of x here, 9x plus 14. We can do like this also. This is also right, this is not wrong, but number is 9x plus 14. So we can write 9 multiply value of x is equal 9 plus 14. Then 9 9 is 81 plus 14, it will be 4 plus 1 5, 8 plus 1 9. Then number will be 95. Now come to next question. Question number 7. Question number 7 is, the numerator of a fraction is 2 less than the denominator. If 5 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, the fraction becomes 3 upon 4. Find the fraction. So student, see. First line, numerator of a fraction is 2 less than the denominator. When we take a fraction, suppose this is 5.7. Here this 5 is numerator and this 7 is denominator. And what is given in the question? Numerator of a fraction is 2 less than the denominator. जो न्यूमरेटर है वो डिनोमिनेटर से 2 लेस है, 2 कम है. लेट डिनोमिनेटर ऑफ द फ्रैक्शन इज इक्वल एक्स. सपोज हमने डिनोमिनेटर एक्स लिया, ये वाला डिनोमिनेटर एक्स लिया. अब न्यूमरेटर इससे डिनोमिनेटर से 2 कम है, सो इट विल बी एक्स माइनस 2. देन न्यूमरेटर इज इक्वल एक्स माइनस 2. नाउ रिक्वायर्ड फ्रैक्शन इज इक्वल न्यूमरेटर अपॉन डिनोमिनेटर इज इक्वल, numerator is x minus 2 upon denominator is x. Now what is the next condition? If 5 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If we add 5 in numerator and denominator both, so x minus 2 plus 5, x plus 5. The fraction becomes 3 upon 4. The fraction becomes 3 upon 4 means x minus 2 plus 5 upon x plus 5 is equal 3 upon 4. Now x minus 2 plus 5 plus 3 upon x plus 5 is equal 3 upon 4. By cross multiplication, 4 multiplied by x plus 3 equal 3 multiplied by x plus 5. 4x plus 4 3 is 12 equal 3x plus 3 5 is 15. Now 4x, take this 3x from right hand side to left hand side, minus 3x is equal 15. Take this 12 from left hand side to right hand side, minus 12. Then 4x minus 3x is equal, x is equal 15 minus 12, 3. So value of x is equal 3. It means denominator is 3 and numerator is 3 minus 2, 1. The required fraction will be numerator upon denominator. Numerator is 1, denominator is 3. So 1 upon 3. Come to next question. Question number 9. A train is running at a uniform speed to cover the distance between two cities. If the train had been 30 km per hour faster, it would have taken 12 hours to complete the journey. If the train had been 8 km per hour slower, it would have taken 18 hours to complete the journey. Find the speed of the train and the length of the journey. So see students, what is given? A train is running at a uniform speed to cover the distance between two cities. एक ट्रेन है जो कि दो सिटीज के बीच की डिस्टेंस को यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड से कवर कर रही है. यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड मीन्स एक जैसी उसकी स्पीड है, ना कम हो रही है ना ज्यादा हो रही है. इफ द ट्रेन हैड बीन 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर फास्टर, लेकिन अगर ट्रेन की स्पीड पहले से 30 किलोमीटर हम ज्यादा कर दें, इट वुड हैव टेकन 12 आवर्स टू कंप्लीट द जर्नी. तो उसको जर्नी कंप्लीट करने में 12 आवर्स का टाइम लगता है. इफ द ट्रेन हैड बीन 8 किलोमीटर पर आवर स्लोअर, लेकिन अगर ट्रेन की स्पीड 8 किलोमीटर पर आवर हम कम कर दें, धीरे चलने लगे, इट वुड हैव टेकन 18 आवर्स टू कंप्लीट द जर्नी. तब उसको वही जर्नी कंप्लीट करने में 18 आवर्स का टाइम लगता है. फाइंड द स्पीड ऑफ द ट्रेन. What we have to find? Find the speed of the train. So student, we will first let this speed of the train. Let the speed of the train is equal x किलोमीटर पर आवर. हमने सपोज कर लिया ट्रेन की स्पीड x किलोमीटर पर आवर है. अब अकॉर्डिंग टू फर्स्ट कंडीशन, इफ ट्रेन हैड बीन 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर फास्टर, अगर ट्रेन पहले से 30 किलोमीटर तेज चल रही है, अगर वो तेज चल रही है तो उसकी स्पीड अकॉर्डिंग टू द फर्स्ट कंडीशन द स्पीड ऑफ द ट्रेन विल बिकम x प्लस 30, क्योंकि अब वो पहले से 30 किलोमीटर तेज चल रही है. एंड व्हाट इज द टाइम टेकन टू कंप्लीट द जर्नी? इट इज 12 आवर्स. टाइम इज इक्वल 12 आवर्स. सो फर्स्ट वी विल फाइंड द डिस्टेंस. Formula to find the distance is equal speed multiplied by time. Speed is equal x plus 30 and time is equal 12 hours. We will multiply this x plus 30 by 12. We can write it like this also, 12 multiplied by x plus 30 kilometer. Unit of distance is kilometer. Now according to the second condition, what is the second condition? If the train had been 8 किलोमीटर पर आवर slower, अब ट्रेन पहले से 8 किलोमीटर धीरे चल रही है. According to the second condition, the speed of the train is equal x minus 8. स्टार्टिंग में हमने स्पीड इसकी x किलोमीटर पर आवर एज्यूम करी है. अब वो ट्रेन पहले से 8 किलोमीटर पर आवर धीरे चल रही है. तो according to the second condition, the speed of the train is equal x minus 8 km per hour. And what is the time to complete the journey? This time 18 hours. Time is equal 18 hours. Then distance is equal x minus 8 multiplied by 18. Again we will write it like this, 18 multiplied by x minus 8 kilometer. Now students, distance is same. Only speed differs. If speed is this, then time is this and distance is this. If speed is this, time is this, distance is this. Both the distances are same. So we will put both the distances same. It means 18 into x minus 8 is equal 12 into x plus 30. Now 18 multiply x, 18x minus 18 8 ja 144 equal 12 multiply x, 12x plus 12 multiply 3, 30, 360. Now 18x, take this 12x to this side, minus 12x is equal 360. take this minus 144 this side plus 144. 18x minus 12x is equal 6x equal 360 plus 144 is equal 504. X is equal 504 upon 6. Then 6 1 ja 6, 6 8 ja 48, 2 remainder 24, 6 4 ja 24. X is equal 24. So speed of the train is equal x kilometer per hour means 84 kilometer per hour. Now second part, what we have to second part? The length of the journey. Length of the journey means distance. जो डिस्टेंस हमने कवर की है फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट कंडीशन, डिस्टेंस इज इक्वल 12 इंटू एक्स प्लस 30. सो 12 वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स इज 84 प्लस 30, 12 84 plus 30 114. So 12 multiply 114, it gives 1368 kilometer. So length of the journey is 1368 kilometer. Now come to the next and last question. Question number 10. A boat covers the distance between two ports. A boat covers the distance between two ports in 5 hours. While going down the stream, while going up the stream, it covers the same distance in 8 hours. If the speed of the stream is 3 km per hour, find the speed of the boat in still water. Students, see. First, what is still water? Still water means रुका हुआ पानी. As water flows in the river, बट स्टिल वाटर इज रुका हुआ पानी, जो पानी बह नहीं रहा. फाइंड द स्पीड ऑफ द बोट. उस रुके हुए पानी में हमको बोट की स्पीड फाइंड आउट करना ही है. सो फर्स्ट वी विल assume the speed of boat in still water. Students, always first you see what you have to find out. What you have to find out, assume it. Let the speed of the boat in still water is x किलोमीटर पर आवर. हमने सपोज किया कि उस स्टिल वाटर में, रुके हुए वाटर में बोट की जो स्पीड है वो x किलोमीटर पर आवर है. हमारी बोट x किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड से चल रही है. एंड व्हाट इज द स्पीड ऑफ स्ट्रीम? स्पीड ऑफ स्ट्रीम इज 3 किलोमीटर पर आवर. स्पीड ऑफ स्ट्रीम मीन्स अगर पानी बह रहा है तो उस पानी की स्पीड कितनी है बहते हुए की? 3 किलोमीटर पर आवर. नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज डाउन स्ट्रीम एंड व्हाट इज अप स्ट्रीम. स्टूडेंट्स, I want to explain upstream and downstream with an example. When you cycling, whenever you cycling, जब भी आप साइकिल चलाते हैं, सपोज करिए आपकी साइकिल जिस डायरेक्शन में आप साइकिल चला रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं, उसी डायरेक्शन में हवा भी चल रही है. देन योर साइकिल ऑटोमेटिकली मूव्स फास्टर. अगर आपकी साइकिल और एयर की डायरेक्शन दोनों सेम है, देन योर साइकिल ऑटोमेटिकली मूव्स फास्टर. बट इफ सपोज हाउ सी, if you are moving in this direction with the cycle, bicycle, and air is also blowing in this direction, then your cycle automatically moves faster. But if suppose you are cycling in this direction and air is blowing in this direction, both the direction are opposite, then your cycle moves very slow. You have to apply more force to move the cycle. Yes, in the same way, suppose water is flowing in this direction and our boat is also sailing in this direction. Water is flowing in this direction and our boat, हमारी बोट भी इसी डायरेक्शन में चल रही है. Then automatically speed of boat becomes fast. Then it is downstream. It is downstream. But if water is flowing in this direction and our boat is coming to this direction. It is upstream because due to the flowing of water, speed of our boat becomes slow. This is upstream. So see, if speed of boat in still water is x km/h and speed of stream is 3 km/h, then in case of downstream both the speed are added. So speed becomes x plus 3 km/h. And what is the time in the case of downstream? It is 5 hours. Time is 5 hours. So again we will find distance. Distance is equal speed multiplied by time. Speed is x plus 3 multiplied by 5. So 5x plus 5 3 is 15 km. Now second case is for upstream. While going up the stream, it covers the same distance. Distance is same in 8 hours. Now upstream, in case of upstream, speeds are subtracted. So speed is equal x minus 3 km/h and time is, what is the time? Time is 8 hours. Time is equal 8 hours. So distance is equal speed multiplied time. Speed x minus 3 multiply 8. 8 multiply x, 8x minus 8 3 is 24 km. Now it is also given while going up the stream it covers the same distance, means these two distances are same. So distance covered downstream is equal distance covered upstream. So distance covered downstream 5x plus 15 is equal 8x minus 24. 5x, take this 8x from right hand side to left hand side, it is minus 8x equal minus 24. Take this plus 15 from this side to this side. So 5x minus 8x minus 3x equal minus 24 minus 15 minus 39. Now x is equal minus 39 upon this minus 3. Minus minus cancel. 3 1 is 3, 3 1 is 3, 3 3 is 9. X is equal 13. So speed of the boat in still water is 13 km/h. So students, exercise is completed and your syllabus is also completed. If you have any problem, then you can ask me. And now revise your syllabus for the exams. I am giving you revision worksheets. You do these revision worksheet. These worksheets will help you in the exams. Okay students, thank you.